Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
In motion right is Brown. On first down, it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on Thursday night? Guys that are a little extra competitive step. You go with them early and often.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers, nothing. Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert now. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run with Gibson.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
One more time with Gibson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head,
"This is caught inside the 15." And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, "Hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it." Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Slot man moves right. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Green, the tight end, in motion. After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Antonio Gibson. A gain of 7. First down, Baltimore.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
DC, right?
A give up the middle to Gibson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and goal. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Chargers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Herbert on first down now. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. A give, Singletary right side, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 69 yards.
Complete to Marquise Brown. 65 yards.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. The man in motion is Brown. On 2nd and goal, Herbert dancing to his left. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
In motion left comes Brown.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Touchdown, Chargers. They scored it well and through the air. And the Chargers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a two-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jackson now. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Jackson. Able to find Lazard.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chargers 21. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Baltimore, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers,
the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.